Pleasant memories flooding my soul, bringing peace, joy, and life into a tired, aching body. I'm praying that God will see fit for me to always recall the happenings and sayings of yesteryear. I can easily bring the sound of my daddy's voice to mind, as well as those of the 5 siblings that I knew. However, the voice of my mother is erased somehow. She spoke softly and infrequently, I know. Is that enough, or you want me to go on?
Was it hard for you to write the book and relive all the memories?
Well, a few of the memories kind of slid down my cheeks sometimes when they turned to liquid and rolled down. But in the long run, it was good for me. Now, I can just thumb through the book, or I can think about something I wrote in there, and I have happy thoughts most of the time. I don't read the unhappy thoughts that much, but I'm happy with my life and my married life also for 71 years. I mean, I wouldn't trade with anybody if I had a chance.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Nevada County. I was born in Nevada County, and I've never left it to live. We lived in several houses. I really haven't counted them up, but probably close to 10 or 12 houses in my first 9 years of life. If we ever wanted money for anything, if we asked Daddy for a new pair of shoes or whatever, he'd say, "You know what we're saving money for. We're going to have a house of our own someday."
When did you first meet your husband?
I was 14 years old, and we were in a habit of going coon hunting on Friday nights, and my family and a family that was larger than ours that lived about a mile over here, they liked to coon hunt too. And so we'd get together with their family on Friday night or Saturday night and go hunting. And this time on the school bus, one of their daughters mentioned that we should invite John L. McWilliams. And one day, probably a year after that, we saw him in town. I was eating a hamburger in a very small hamburger joint by the railroad track with my sister and her friend, and they said, "Run out there and tell him hi." And I said, "I'm not going to do it." Well, she did for me. She ran out there and told him hi and said, "We're having a hamburger. You want to join us?" He did. I was shocked. We got around to inviting him to go coon hunting one Friday night because he had good dogs. His coon dogs were better than ours, and so Bob drove us over to Cottingham's. It's not very far, about a mile around the road up here, to see if, not to Cottingham's, to John L.'s house right down here to see if he would go coon hunting with us. And boy, he was delighted because he was an only child. And so he went with us that night and carried his dogs. And when we were starting back to the truck, he walked up close beside me and he said, "I didn't know you were so pretty until tonight." And I wasn't fixed up. I was dressed to go coon hunting. I wasn't fixed up. So he liked me the way I was. And the way he talked, I thought, he lives just like I do. We have a lot in common. But he was so kind. He was the kindest person I had ever met. Anything I wanted, he tried to do it exactly the way I wanted it. We got married June the 26th in 1953. While the flood of world events pulls entire societies along in its currents, occasionally small eddies appear in slower recesses near the edges. It wasn't that we were unaffected by the rest of the world, but life in the gentler flow offered a healthy distance that allowed us to focus more on what we considered important. And for us, that was family. I can't help remembering the things that were most precious to me, says one of Shakespeare's characters. This is a book of memories, my memories of what still seem just a few bends back upstream. New inventions were changing how everyone did everything. Great people were making speeches and changing ideas. I watched and listened, but at the end of the day, we were blessed again with just each other.